Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come up in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining us, for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through with the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Four of Pentacles, and it is showing up in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands. So we do have some earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or even a Capricorn. And we have some fire sign energy. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries or even a Leo. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Cups. So this Three of Cups showing up over here at the bottom of the deck. This does feel like an energy of being able to actually experience some quite pleasant, light-hearted, enjoyable moments. But I do get the sense of being able to have a reason to celebrate. So it does also feel like being surrounded by people who are supportive of you or supportive of your union. I do get this Three of Cups also being reflective of having a strong sense of friendship. So it does feel like having a connection with a strong foundation built upon the sense of friendship and being able to have a connection that goes beyond even just the romantic feelings. It feels like having the depth that a friendship can also give to it. You do get that with the Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. This feels like an energy of being in a space where this person is trusting you more. They're trusting the situation more, and I feel like that's also leading to them kind of opening up more. This Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse also feels like a sense of being in a space where this person trusting the situation means their insecurities also being something that's getting alleviated. If you get that with the Six of Wands showing up over here though, it does feel like an energy of being able to have a strong somebody's attention in this connection. And I do feel like there's also a sense of a desire to be able to get someone else's attention, but it does definitely feel like a sense of being focused on someone. And with the Six of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty solid new connection between two people. Do you feel like this sense of having a connection that feels quite successful, as far as even being able to experience a connection where it's like you're on the same page and you are working well together? And even from early on, I do feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of actually being in a connection with somebody who this person shows up in a way that's like they put in the efforts. They make the effort to be able to make things, to see things work. And you do feel like with this Eight of Pentacles showing up over here, it also feels quite mutual as far as that sense of being invested in a connection and caring about the connection. With this Eight of Pentacles showing up over here, I also get that you could be dealing with someone who's a hard worker. And I do feel like generally this is who this person is and how they show up in all areas in life. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got the Page of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. And we have the Three of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Cups. So with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of having reciprocity. I also feel like a sense of being on the same page and even mutual energy when it comes to connection, even feeling the sense of being connected. With this Two of Cups showing up over here, it feels like a relationship as far as being able to have a connection where there is partnership. There's a sense of actually working together, working towards something in common. But also with this Two of Cups showing up over here, it feels like being emotionally also very tied into this connection. And I do feel like it's mutual on both ends. With this Page of Cups showing up over here, this feels like having a lot of admiration towards you when it comes to how this person feels about you. There's definitely a lot of feelings this person has, and I do feel like there's also a sense of that those feelings growing and blossoming. With this Page of Cups showing up over here, I do feel like this person thinks quite highly of you and views you in a very high regard. I do feel like with the Page of Cups, this does also feel like a sense of being in a space where this person, they may be somebody who on an emotional level, they are maybe less experienced, or they may actually have a lot to be able to learn emotionally and even within the connection. But I do feel like this sense of being in a space where this person is growing and is also kind of It's like they're being exposed to a new way of approaching a connection. And with this Two of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a connection where it has you thinking about the future. It has you wanting to make plans for the future. You do also get that with this Two of Wands showing up over here, it feels very positive when it comes to thinking about and envisioning a future with someone. I do feel like there could actually be a sense of having a connection that is one that goes a distance. There's a desire for that, but also feel like that feeling of that desire is mutual. With the Three of Pentacles showing up over here, again, this does feel like a sense of working quite well together in this connection, being on the same side, or even kind of having a common vision for the future and working quite well together towards that. This also feels like a sense of being in a connection where you have someone's attention. I do feel like it is something that goes even deeper than just the surface level. It does feel like there's a sense of actually being able to have a lot of, it's like they think very highly of you. They recognize you and they do feel like you stand out to them. With the Three of Pentacles showing up over here as well. With the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, this also feels like working energy. So it could actually be a connection that's starting out in the workplace or in some way is affected by work. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have let your friends help you. We have getting to know each other. And we have retreat. So with this let your friends help you card showing up over here, this definitely feels like an energy of someone who's letting other people in on where they're at. So I do feel like there's a sense of actually being quite excited about this connection and about you, and even letting other people and talking about you to other people, especially friends and family, and even kind of seeking out advice or counsel from other people who could actually have more expertise, but also people who could have people this person respects when it comes to their opinions surrounding relationships, or even how they can also approach things with you in a way that's going to lead to this connection being one that grows and strengthens. I do feel like with the getting to know each other card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of also being able to get to know somebody in a new light, or in a deeper way, as far as also this connection also I do feel like it is deepening, and the bond between the two of you also being something that's actually moving to a new level that feels like it's getting deeper. And with this getting to know each other card showing up over here, it feels like an energy of also being able to connect from a very authentic space as far as getting to know each other truly. I do feel like with this retreat card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to have quality time. It's also bringing out this level of closeness in your connection. I do feel like there could be a desire for being able to actually be able to be able to take time out in a way that allows for you to connect quite closely, and also in a way this connection deserves. You may work a lot, or this person may be somebody who works a lot, but it does feel like a sense of wanting to be able to also give time to this connection, and the quality time of this connection being something quite important. With the Three of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to enjoy in experiences that do feel like they are more so lighthearted, or a break from things like work, or things that may feel more demanding in the mundane life. With this retreat card showing up over here, it feels like a desire to be able to actually get to know you on a deeper level, but also in a way that doesn't feel like there are distractions that are kind of getting in the way of that. So this could even be a sense of a person being in a space where they're making plans for being able to have a moment, or even a trip or a vacation, where there's a sense of being able to actually spend more quality time in this connection with you. And with this retreat card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of wanting to be able to have a connection where there are no barriers getting in the way of being able to get to know someone or connect with someone. And that could also include relationships with other people, or other people also being something that's also contributing to the connection. This feels like a desire for being able to have that more intimate kind of energy, where there's a sense of being able to actually have that one-on-one time, And with the Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, it also feels like a very generous and open energy. And this does feel like an effort to be able to actually share in something that feels more so close when it comes to your connection and this connection deepening. Do you get that with this getting to know each other card showing up over here? This feels like also being able to actually get to know this person in a new light, but it does feel like it is in a more authentic light also. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Scorpio.